do I want to go?
All the way locked out. So we're going to go all the way down and just control. Let me know if it does get too sketchy.
I'm just worried about my feet coming out. Okay.
You're good. And then the bottom, flex your glutes like you're locking into deadlift, push through the plate, and then curl yourself back up.
Yeah, that's fine. Tough, but I can do it.
Good. Glutes, 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 and curl. And you even notice when you're watching her how as she's going down, the pelvis stops moving about here and then it becomes lumbar extension. So the goal will be, as you get better at this, as you get better control, to let the pelvis come further and further, get more glute. And the more we squeeze the glutes, the more we'll get there. That's a little better. Sweet.
One more?
Yeah, do a couple more.
Okay.
And come up. Fantastic.
Oh, my abs are on fire.
And glutes, 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 glutes. Squeeze. Sweet.
Oh, that really burns. That's tough. Yeah. I'm happy though, because that means like something that I can really improve.
And this should also be something where once you get good at it, we can either progress it with load, or we can then start going down and rotating in the bottom position.
Okay, so like go right down to the bottom.
Yep, bottom is in locked out, so we're not going to go to full extension, but just like locked out straight up and down like we're locking out a conventional deadlift.
Rotate.
And then rotate.
Back up. And you would just hug the weight.
Yep, or we can go to single leg as well, once you get really good.
Ooh.
And that should be the goal to get there.
Don't know if I can demonstrate that one.
No, we don't need to do it today, but
in the future.
Give yourself 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple of months. I think the two ab exercises are definitely the hardest.
Yeah, which is super good and super cool too, because again, it's like basically like it's the reverse of a deadlift. Like that's how we're kind of treating this one, because again, we're trying to lock out and pull in. But if we get good at the reverse of the deadlift will then be less like subconsciously threatening to our system, so we can then begin to tolerate more load with it.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, I'm going to be healthier, my deadlift's going to get better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Again, like, if she's someone who's capable of squatting and pulling 5, this should not be this hard. So we need to find a way to get better at it. Yeah. Like the popping is just like the hip flexors not really knowing how to control that motion.
What is this?
As you learn to control that motion, like even during the set, the pops go away.
It's crazy that I can squat the amount I do, but like literally putting a tiny bit of weight on a cable and telling my legs to go the other way. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
But then even we can think about it as well as like during a squat, obviously the hip flexors are not moving the weight.
No.
But what the hip flexors are doing is controlling the femur so that the glutes can contract more precisely. Yeah. So it's like the stronger the hip flexors are, the more they can help us control our glutes so we can stand up stronger. Yeah. Because like the bad thing that we learn in kind of school is that like muscle action, like if you're doing a tricep extension, it's only tricep firing. Because obviously like the bicep, we don't want it maxed out to stop the tricep from working, but we need some degree of bicep to help stabilize the elbow. Yeah, so there is a degree of co-contraction, there is a degree of stuff working together. So if one side sucks, the other side will not be able to fire as hard as it can, or should.
That makes sense.
So like the direct hip flexor training, like it's not going to make your glutes stronger, but it should let your glutes contract better. Yeah. So decline sit-up can be a good bridge from the reverse squat to a glute ham raise sit-up because we have the bench to actually support ourselves with. The problem with the decline sit-up is the decline will actually make it harder. So if someone has trouble with the decline sit-up, we can put a block underneath the end of it to make the movement a little bit easier leverage-wise so they can do it and then use it to train.
So that just makes it shallower.
So it makes it a shallower angle. We could raise it up higher if we get another DC block, but shouldn't be a problem. Less sketchy. So in the bottom, okay, so go back down. Very bottom, very bottom. And this is where it's going to let yourself go, get there. Flex glutes. Push a little back into pad as best you can. Try to close that gap. And then curl up.
Oh, that's tough.
Good.
Okay.
So we're trying to go down, go down, go down. Flex glutes.